I can't recall an experience of a grown up having a problem with me and my parents taking my side about it.
Mm.
Sometimes with my brothers, maybe, but like, I don't know. And like, I never saw my dad go to bat for my mom, but also, like, I can't think of situations in which I saw him not do that. You know, it
Sure.
was just like the way that they had organized their life meant that that wasn't a thing that they had to do, really, or at least
Yeah.
not in a way that I saw or picked up.
That was
And
an environmental limit rather than a
yeah,
behavior that you could like figure out how to copy.
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, that's how you do that, and that's an important thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, uh, did you see what I got done on Saturday?
It was pretty much dark all the times I was at my house, but he described it to me. I was excited.
Yeah, I I'm sure it will be very beautiful by the time he's done with it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really excited. It was a really sweet move that he made to continue with that whole proposition. Like, you know, like you've been good to me in the past, and I'm gonna be really good to you now.
yeah.
And I thought that was cool that I was like crew back together and he was calling on you for help, and
Yeah.
I took a picture from above with both of you guys like down there kind of scoping the
Oh,
construction plan before it had really kicked off. So I'll get an aftershock too. It'd be sweet.
good, good. Yeah, when you mentioned that that was uh, that he was going to be staying with you and like doing some projects and stuff, I was like, I expect I will be getting a call shortly. But
We've all been friends such a long time.
oh my god, dude. Uh, we didn't get a chance to come back to it really, but like later that week, I was hoping we could get some time because I wanted to check in with you about like how was Tuesday for you? How was Halloween? Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, just like it looked like and felt like we were all enjoying ourselves and having a good Halloween by the end of things. But I also just wanted to like, and then I also had some feelings about like, you know, and it's whatever. But getting the text a few days after that of like, hey, we're gonna be doing a party at Adele's house at our house now that we didn't go to. It's like, fucking, come on.
There was some rough pieces to all of that. And I mean, like I can still definitely kind of tap into like the sadness that I was pulling in the early moments when I like cried a bit and you guys were in comfort mode, and um yeah. But yeah, I would say over the course of the rest of that evening, the sense of uh like expectation and the effort to like not hold expectation, you know, like that it in the setup, it was hard for me to move away from the picture that was in my mind of the previous years when we were getting that like
yeah,
gathering and our people around us and feeling like, you know, like we were building toward a healthy collab with a bunch of people that were doing their best.
yeah,
So like having that contrast in mind was hard, but as the evening went on, there was a sense of like replacing that picture with what actually was.
yeah,
And I'm so glad that like he wasn't super disappointed. That was a piece of it too that I felt like I would had like anticipation of her
yeah,
sadness and disappointed, which was also I was like realizing kind of a projection of my own, like what I would have been going through as a 12-year-old in that situation.
yeah,
And maybe she was having deeper emotions than she was expressing, but like she acknowledged that she was bummed that it didn't go the way that she thought and that her friends were not as available and that like the big group feeling was not taking
yeah,
off. But like she also really hyper focused on painting and we all zoomed into the like painting mode and she got to sing Hamilton to like 5 grown-ups at the same time
right?
and like get direct attention for that. And yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to
so
make sure we at least like got to all or most of the stuff that she had planned,
uh-huh.
of like,
Yeah, we did
okay,
good.
this is important. I want to make sure that like she gets to host this party, whatever this party turns out to be, that we like do what she worked on, what she put together, what she got the stuff for.
Yeah.
Um, when she when she found out that there were going to be like costumes and trick or treating and stuff at house,
Ah, yes.
it was she was like, I don't know, like in a comical way, but fairly frustrated. I was just like, "Oh, really? You mean like that thing we did on Tuesday already?" Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And she told and I to make sure that all the grown-ups knew we thought they were dumb for not coming on Tuesday.
Well, they were sick, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, all the moments that flow by us. Gotta take some time and just let it out of the body.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for checking in about that. I appreciate it.
During that like earlier part of the evening,
Mm-hmm.
the well, like I was saying that this morning writing was like, I don't know, like some of the first really clean anger that I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's always come with like anger directed inward, or just like a feeling more of like frustration, or like I was dumb.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
the the early morning, or the early part of that evening, like I was uh, I was feeling a fair amount of shame of just like, this is my fault that everything's falling apart. Like,
Oh,
really happy to be together with these two people that I love, that I've been having Halloweens with for like years,
Yeah, decades.
but like, yeah, like I felt responsible for why I felt responsible for it not being the party we wanted it to be and that we were hoping for, and like, oh,
I hear you. And I
yeah,
mean, like, we'll never really know how much, like, if I had been feeling more socially confident in the lead up, I might have been more proactive about, like, knowing what to expect. And, like, but like I said, I was kind of like dreading
yeah,
reinitiating the question when I'd already asked the question with no answer. And that's like something that has been historically really heavy for me, that, like,
yeah,
I have taken very personally the rejection of just not being acknowledged in the first place, and then prohibited the experience of acceptance that might have happened after that if I'd been willing to try again.
yeah. I really liked the egg hunt.
I love the all holidays egg hunt pattern these
Yeah,
days.
dude, it's too
Hilarious.
good. It's so much fun. Like, it's fun to hide the eggs. The kids love looking for the eggs.
Uh-huh.
Everybody has a great time.
Yeah, it's like a weird, like, breaks up the flow of whatever is happening and
Yeah,
gets people in unexpected. And it really tunes people into, like, looking at their own environment. And I think
yeah,
that must have some cool, like, somatic implications of, like, why was that ritual incorporated in holidays forever anyway, you know?
yeah.
But the more that we spread it onto more other holidays, it's really funny.
Well, probably my earliest ever memory is of an Easter egg hunt.
Really?
Yeah,
Earliest memories. That's a good place to check in.
the it was at house,
Huh.
and I don't know how old I was. Maybe like 3.
I also have some really early account memories. So I suppose that's a good,
You have a
all
lot of early
children.
memories
I do.
there.
I have really more than is reasonable. That's the breath. Do you notice one side versus the other for tension in the legs?
um, no, there definitely is. um, I would say I can never remember which one. One of my legs is always shorter than the other, just because not like
Oh,
ultimately, but like every time I go into the chiropractor, that's like one thing, the first thing that he'll correct. And I know that I use my right leg a lot more, so my guess is that that one will be more tense.
it definitely seems to be showing up as more intense. The video clipped in, so the, like, live started functioning after I had
Oh,
given up.
okay.
Um, but I always have it running on, like, it's a totally private setting, and so then just Mika can get at it and cut up
Oh, gotcha.
pieces and stuff.
Nice.
So she's working on one where I had somebody, and we ended up saying like a lot of names from the client's like personal life and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you have a problem with like all this kind of personal content
Right?
growing up?" And she was like, "Yeah, like maybe cut out the part about blah blah blah, but just censor every time I say that guy's name. Just make it bleep."
I like it.
That cracked me up.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, I'll have an option to just delete this back off if you don't want it going up, since I didn't give you quite fair warning. But
Oh,
we can
no, it's
also
fine.
have Mika bleep.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Mm.
The high point.
The heart.
Uh,
Yeah. So both sides opened up a little bit.